Hello guys, here is another fun, pretty Christmas card tutorial for you with the gingerbread house, and it's real time, step by step with all the details. Please like, share and subscribe and check out my other videos. And join my Patreon for extended and exclusive tutorials. Have fun painting! Okay, let's get to painting. If you guys want to see detailed video extended version with the drawing I did, and you can download traceable file, it's all available in my Patreon account. Go ahead, join my Patreon and see all the details and extended version. So I'm starting with the gingerbread house. I'm going around. I have masking fluid, so I'm not afraid to go on top of those windows. I'll just slowly go around. I'm watering the paper, just clean water. You can actually also mask the flowers. I'm just going around and around. I didn't do the snow, the roof, but you can also use masking fluid if you need. But I thought it's a big area. I'll try to just paint around. Okay, now it's wet and I'm gonna use my burnt amber. And I'm gonna start with the edges and let the naturally flow to the center of the house, going around the edges. Just like that. Now I'm gonna wash my brush, tap it on paper towel, and just drag it to the center. Very gently. So I have the edges darker and towards the center of the house it is lighter. Going around these greens, holly leaves. Okay, I'm just checking. I think I want to add a little bit of burnt sienna. I want to have that nice orangey as well with my burnt amber. So I'm just going and dropping a tiny bit of burnt sienna. Same areas where I went with my burnt amber. Going with burnt sienna. I think I'll go a little bit more with burnt amber because it's gonna look dry. Oh, it's gonna look lighter. So I'm just at the edges, I'm adding more of burnt amber. And it nicely bleeds towards the center. So I'll do the same on the chimney. Wet it, burnt amber, edges on the left, on the right, and under that snow. And tiny bit of burnt sienna so it matches the house, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna start with greenery now. So I'm using my Daniel Smith Undersea Green. So you can see it better now. So this is Undersea Green. I'm mixing it. So I need more of that. And I also have my Perylene Green, the darker one. So I'll go around with my wet brush and I'll do wet on wet. So I'm not touching the berries, I'm just going in the leaves. Going around, go make it wet. Not afraid to go on top of that blue of the masking. So just wet your paper. I still have that tiny bit of the green I was mixing. So, but clean water is good. So nice and wet. So you're gonna have that nice movement of the pigment. So I'm going around the berries and going here. So avoiding the berries. All right, now I'm gonna take my Undersea Green. I'm just gonna lightly touch my wet paper and it nicely bleeds in all wet areas. So you see, nice natural bleeding. Beautiful. So that's my first layer. Okay, same on this leaf. So I'm gonna leave one circle-ish for the berry shape here. Going around this tiny one. This one also gonna stay white. Maybe do another loop here and here. Okay, let's paint this one. Going around. It's a beautiful natural undersea green. And all the supplies I've been using here I will mention in the description. And if you guys have any questions, just ask under the video. Okay, nice loop. Now I'm gonna be going with my Perylene Green. Not in all areas. So now I'm gonna start at the bottom and let it bleed like this. Bottom, a little bit on the edges. Yeah, I'm gonna go on around all edges. Here, the bottom of the leaf, edges. Boom. Around the bottom, around with my Perylene Green, around in the bottom part, and maybe a little bit on this one. So I'm fixing the shape a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna let them dry. I'll have everything naturally dry. I switched to my number 4 liner brush, Princeton Neptune, and I'm gonna start painting pines, the needles. So I'm starting with my lightest green and just go just like that. Tap, 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 tap. Need more water. Tap, 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 tap. I'm going from the center to the left, to the right, and in the center. Don't forget the center. So that's my lightest green. Tap, 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 tap. Nice. I think I'll go with one more here. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, let's mix more of that color. Tiny bit of cadmium yellow. More green. Okay, I'm gonna go around here. Same thing. From the center to the left, lightly and quick. Try to do it quick. Don't think too much, just relax, have fun. Tap, 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 tap. To the left, right, center, left, right, center. Tap, tap, tap. Nice. That's beautiful pine. And we're gonna go on top of that with more green. I think I wanna add one here. Top from the center to the left, to the right, center to the left, to the right. And it's okay if I go on top of the roof. And that's it. Okay, now we're gonna take our undersea green. I'm using the same brush and I'm just gonna go on top of that. So I have a close-up now, so you can see me going in the center, to the left, to the right, in the center, to the right, to the left, center, and on this one, left, right, adding more water, center, left, on the right, tap, tap, quick, super quick. The faster you go, the better it's gonna look. Center, the left, center, right, and then from the center to the left to the right. Okay, turning beautiful already with the second shade of green. So left, center, right, from the center to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Get more color. Okay, and now I'm gonna go with my perylene green and just add in some areas. So now we have that yellowish green under, then undersea green, and this one perylene green. Nice 3 green colors. And on that one, on the left, center, right. So I'm not putting too much of that color. Still want my yellowish green to be visible. Go with burnt amber and just lightly do that broken line for the stem. Between the pine needles. I have this layer dry and I want to warm up my house a little bit. I'll go with cadmium yellow and a little bit of burnt sienna. So I have kind of orangey yellow, and I want to glaze the chimney. And the whole gingerbread house. So I have nice and warm tone. And I really like it now. And that's it. Just just a little bit. I'm starting to paint the snow on top of the roof, or the icing, you want to call it. It is ultramarine blue and a little bit of burnt sienna. So it's nice bluish gray, maybe a little more of ultramarine. So I'm gonna paint wet on dry, starting from the edges. And just going around. So I'm tapping my brush, washing my brush, tapping, and just doing like random touches. So I'm going around and paint the edges. Try not to touch the brown. Okay, maybe just lift some. So with my perlin green, I will add more details in the holly leaves. Just the center line, center, boom, like that, and tiny bit of smaller ones. Dum, pum, pum. And here. And this leaf. Here is my cadmium red light. I'm gonna paint the berries, leaving the top highlight white. I'm starting with cadmium red light, and I will add alizarin crimson for the shadow. So I'm leaving that highlight. Highlight, probably go with another one here. The bottom red, the highlight white. Gonna go around. Okay, do the same here. Leaving that white area for highlight. If you miss it, don't worry about it. You can add it with your gouache. Highlight, bottom. Probably add a few more here, and this one. Highlight. Oh, kinda painted it. Okay. And I add a few here. Highlight red. And next to this one, so they're in a clusters. And one here. Yeah, you just feel intuitively where you want to add some more. Here's one more. Probably add here, and then I'm gonna connect them with my brown color and paint the branches. Probably one here. Make a little bit rounder. And tiny one here. And add a few at the top. This. And one more. So let's wait for this red to dry, and we will add some darker burgundy color for the shadow for the berries. I just realized I forgot to paint that door. So I'll just go around with burnt umber as I used for the house. Just gonna go around and clean my brush and blend it. Just like that. And in the center for the reef, I'm gonna paint the door part and leave the reef white for now. So we have that circle brown. Probably add a little more brown at the edges. So when it dries, it looks three-dimensional. And drag it. Okay, I'll let it dry now. I want to paint the light in the windows. I'm using cadmium yellow with tiny bit of burnt sienna. So I have tiny bit like orange looking color. And I'm just gonna paint inside the window. I'm gonna use undersea green and paint the holly leaves I drew here. And I don't have that much details in them. They're not as detailed as my larger ones. So I just like kind of design on the house. And can paint that reef, leave some white areas and add red berries. So it looks like pines. Yeah, I'm just using like a motion to paint the needles, kind of looking. Okay, I can go probably with my red, carefully around. Okay, and I will wait until it's dry. So the red berries are kind of damp, not too dry now, and I can add the dark shadow with alizarin crimson and a little bit of indigo. So I have nice contrast, like two reds here. And on this side, just the bottom of the berries. So I don't have just one red color, so they look more interesting, more three-dimensional. And all you need, just a tiny bit of darker shade of red. All right. Okay, using the same indigo and a little bit of burnt sienna, I'm gonna add the shadow and the path, like for the snowy driveway, walkway. And yeah, probably go a little bit that way. Okay, that should be enough. Nice and snowy looking. So my ultramarine with burnt sienna, just adding a little bit of snow. And I'll do the same for the roof. I want to add a little bit of ultramarine blue, just touches, very light, lots of water. In just some areas, and I'm not touching my white. I still want to keep these highlights. Okay, I'm gonna go with my burnt umber and add this shadow under the windows and on the left side probably. So I'm doing like outline the window and under, outline and under. I'm gonna take my, okay, and I'll do here the one that's connecting with the roof. I put the small outline, cleaning my brush, wiping on paper towel and just slightly blending. And do the same here with clean damp brush. I'm dragging it, softening the edge. Done. Wiped my brush on a paper towel, softening the edge and a little bit on this side. Okay, here, same. My brush is damp and not too dry, not too wet. I'm just softening the edge and extending here on this side a little. And I think I'll go with another layer of, do the outline on the door. And the bottom. Okay, and under the snow in the roof, again taking burnt umber, creating that outline, and hit this side, and let's do this side too. And you clean your brush, wipe it on paper towel, and softening the edges a little bit. Nice and soft. Okay, that's it. Let it dry. I took my liner brush using the same color, burnt umber, and just drawing this tiny branches and connecting the berries. Boom, boom, boom. And probably on top here. Yep, they are connected, so they're not just flying in the sky. So they are connected to the points. And these two, this one gonna go to that one, and this will be connected, and under the holly. And now I'm going to remove all the masking fluid with my rubber cement eraser. It's super easy to use and it works great. I will mention the link in the description as well for the masking fluid and for the eraser I'm using. Now I want to paint some snow around windows. So I have my indigo with lots of water, and I'm tapping my brush, leaving some white. So indigo with lots of water, leaving white, and this window. And I'll do the same for the snow at the bottom. Just a little bit the top, leaving white, and that should be enough. And I'll go with red, cadmium red light, and paint these berries on a house, leaving bottom darker, highlight at the top, highlight, and on this side highlight, and I will paint the candy cane. Make white stripe, red stripe, leave white, and red. Super easy. And red. So I'll go here on this side, red, red here, and white, leaving white, painting red. Oh, be careful with that snow because it's still wet, it's just bleeding into my red. So I'm taking clean brush and removing. Now I will paint that snow on the chimney. Same indigo with water, leaving white. Adding a little bit of burnt sienna. So I have nice like bluish gray color. Little bit of indigo. Okay. And I want to paint those frames in the windows red. So I'm going with alizarin crimson. Taking my small liner brush. And just paint these frames. And they're gonna match my candy cane door detail. Yeah, I thought it's gonna be cute. Add some bright color. I thought the brown would be like too boring, and I want it to be really Christmassy. Let's have fun here. Yes, that's so pretty. And now I want to go again under the, like with my darker red in these candy canes. The bottom stripe, the bottom of the stripe darker red, so I have nice shadow. It looks more interesting now. And even go around the broken line between this white and red stripes. Broken line. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I think I want to do the same in the window. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, what else we have here? Okay, let's do these as well. Broken line. And I'll go with my brown again, burnt umber. And do a little bit of under and around. Outline on the left and under. A little bit on the right, so the windows will stand out now. Maybe on the chimney. And with the liner brush, I want to go on top of my red with darker red, just adding touch of indigo. So I have nice burgundy, and I just want to go with broken line in some areas on the left, around this cross on the left, on the cross, maybe a little on the right. Yeah, now window pops and it looks a lot nicer. And now using white gouache, I want to add some highlights where I think I need them, and some berries. On some berries I painted them and didn't leave good highlight. So I'm just gonna go with white gouache and edit. So you see, nice. And I'll go in some leaves as well. So it adds beautiful accent on the dark green. Same here. I'm just gonna add a few details. And on these, this one, yeah, I'm not painting the entire leaf, just a few lines. And you see how nice it looks, maybe even on a candy cane. On the edge of the roof. Can do it on your pines. And I want to add snow splatters with the gouache. All right, and I think it looks pretty nice. So now I'm gonna go with my larger brush. First, I like to test. And I'm gonna go around my house and on the leaves. Look how pretty it looks. And check out my other tutorials, guys, where I use the same technique. And I want to go with my gold as well. I'll go with my metallic watercolor. Here is my metallic. I'm going to activate it and do splatters with metallic. And some touch-ups. Just a few on the leaves, on the house. Beautiful small details. And here is our beautiful Christmas card with the gingerbread house. I hope I inspired you guys and you're gonna try to paint it. Please comment below the video, ask any questions, and check out the supply list in the description. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.